Hi, good morning. Happy Saturday. It's a gorgeous day out here. Hang on one second. Hey Meta, start recording. It's a gorgeous day out here. Have my tea. I thought I'd spend a couple of minutes just showing all the work that we've been doing in our garden. The sun is helping it show off today. Sitting in front of my front door, which I just changed the color of last night. Needs a second coat. But turned it black. It's pretty awesome. The reason I turned it black is because we did some changes in our garden to make it stand out. So here's the thing with my front garden. I have a couple different gardens. The garden in the front of my house it's a brick house, and there are a lot of lines. And for years I've been wanting to break up the lines into just work with the brick in some way, and I think we finally found a way. So I thought I'd walk through it with you and share the garden. So hope you're having a good morning. One of the things, the challenges was with the house being red brick, a lot of red and a lot of lines. So let me show you how we worked with it. Hang on. Ooh. I have my meta glasses on too. Let me turn this around. All right, so the first thing I needed to do was really break up the brick lines. Look at the sun bouncing off the house. It looks beautiful today. And I had so many lines, and even the garden was straight across. So one of the things that we did is we took the garden and arched it in front of the house. That kind of breaks up a continuous line there. The other thing was we had so much brick competing that I needed to break it up with a wall hanging or something. And it's brick, and I don't really want to screw anything into the brick. So I got these incredible little brick clips. Let me show it to you close up. These little brick clips. And they slide and kind of hug the brick, and then you can hang things on it. So I got a very light, I got everything there, we are. And I hung this up with 2 brick clips, and it's really light because obviously I can't put dirt and water in that. It's just gonna be too heavy. So the piece itself is light. There's a brick clip on either end, and spoiler alert, those are fake. But when you're driving past the house at 20 miles an hour, I don't think you're really going to notice, and it breaks up that line. So here, that's what I did. I'm not a landscaper by any stretch of the imagination, but I was dying to do this, and it was just far too much for somebody to come and do it. I mean, what they wanted to dig out the garden and all, it was craziness. Now I had things here already, but they were all in a line. So yeah, so there we go. The other thing I did was on either side of the door. Look at that nice black door. It needs a second coat, but we're getting there. On either side of the door, I wanted a little bit of height. And while I didn't plant the height, these 2 Arborvitae, I forget how to say them, they will grow higher. And they're in black pots to match everything else. I already had my railing there. That was black. So that's really good. And we're going to change the screen door to a full glass screen door. So that's pretty nice. So I have those 2 pots on the side. And then also on this side, I arched the rest of it here. You might recall that that flower arrangement from an event that I had last week. And then I have some climbing vine here. So the other thing I did to break up the lines, let me just make sure... I apologize. I can't see a thing in terms of any people. So if you have a question, maybe it'll pop up. I'm not sure. So the other thing I did to break up the brick lines was add these trellises. It'll give it some height, and it'll give it some green when these vines start to grow. That's a lilac bush there that I cut way back this year because it was just getting really huge. So I cut that down. And then I have a hosta back there in the corner that I broke up in pieces. And I put a piece of it here. And I put a piece of it over here on this side. I have some very, very large green hostas. And I have some hydrangeas. My hydrangeas are the bane of my existence on occasion. I can't get them to bloom very often. Last year they did bloom, but they're about 4 years old. Daylilies. These are irises right here. I actually had a big iris in the middle of this. It was getting choked out, so I broke it apart. I have a piece over there and a piece over here. And these little variegated hostas are super special to me. I have, like I said, I have one over here. Variegated hosta. Another piece over here. And as you can see when we go down through the space, I have a couple of them. Those were given to me at least 25 years ago by my friend Bert, who dug them out of her garden when I bought my first house. And I want to say, you know, she had them for years and years and years at her house in Levittown. So they are, I mean, they're probably 50 years old, but I just keep breaking them apart and populating them and moving them all over my property. Here's another trellis. And when this thing fills up and grows and blooms, it's going to be beautiful. And it's also going to create some really nice height and some more white to pop off the black and the red, you know, mulch in the walls. So I look forward to those growing. I'm kind of debating with this space here in the middle of the house between the two windows. You ever see those big country stars? I'm kind of debating on whether or not to put one of those in there. Or a set of 3 or something. I just don't want to junk up the wall now that I actually hung something under the window. I love having a flower box under that window. It's adorable. My other window is a little hidden by that bush. So while I did buy 2, I just didn't go deep and hang a second one. And daylilies, irises, yeah, those are the things that I put in here. But the new view is really fantastic when you come out the door. And now with the black door, oh, I'm loving it. I just love that look. So that was our latest thing. We did that last weekend on a whim. It needed it. I'm not going to say we did it because we have company coming, but it really needed it. So I'm just glad we used this opportunity to change it. Got most everything at Home Depot. Let me grab my tea and walk you around to the crazy bird feeder. Oh, look at that. When I sit on my steps, that's gorgeous. Okay. And then the opposite side. So let me see. I'll turn around. I have the screen door propped open because I'm still painting the front door. Yeah, okay. I like it. So I have another vine here that I haven't planted yet because it obviously blew over. I love these wrought iron trellises, so I'm going to put this one on that also. Such lovely blooms when this fills in. Terrific. And this is, what is this called again? Oh, I don't know. Diplodania climbing. I don't know. Forgive me if that's not a real word or the real thing. Yeah, I haven't deadheaded those in a while, so those could use a little bit of attention. And then one other thing I was going to show you. Besides my rooster that has his own spotlight, my dad and I kind of like these things. You get them at Tractor Supply. My lettuce is done. So this was a fantastic batch of lettuce this year. I'm really pleased. This box sometimes runs out of nutrients and doesn't give me a full harvest, but it certainly did this summer. I had a ton. And this came from the seed strips, if you remember watching that. But the other seed strips didn't come in, so I pulled them all up and I put other things. So here's a cantaloupe. This might be sucking all the nutrients out of the garden. We will find out. It was only this big when I first planted it, so it does seem to be growing. And this one's doing fantastic. So I moved a trellis over here too, so this one's even climbing and everything. So I'm going to pull all this lettuce out and give this thing room to grow, even if I only get one vine to grow and get, I don't know, a couple cantaloupes. That'd be pretty sweet. I never grew cantaloupe before, so I have no idea. I try different seeds every time, see what best harvests I can get. This is a New England aster, and I bought this a couple of weeks ago at Hildene, which is Robert Todd Lincoln's family home. He was the son of Abraham Lincoln, and he bought it after the death of Abraham Lincoln, so it was later in his own life. And I know his mother lived there, had a garden. Well, they sell flowers on site there that they've cultivated out of the garden. And when I got it, it was basically sticks. I spent $4 on it. And now it's really, I'm not going to say flourishing because it didn't bloom. But yes, it came back to life. It came back to life. My little piece of history there. And all these other things are doing pretty good. Peanuts are doing good. There's my peanut plant over here. All right, it's getting really big and lovely. Chives. My pineapple, I never expect that to do anything. That was just a novelty, very cute. Trader Joe's. Check this out. Beautiful. Also, lovely. I don't know what's up with that tomato. But all the other ones are looking good so far. And super proud of the green bean plants. Look at those. Yes. Yes. Fantastic. I think I just pulled that out of the dirt. Darn it. Okay, I just broke it. Alright. Take that one out. Chewing a green bean now. So that's it. That's a little morning walkthrough. I hear the birds chirping. Oh, one more thing. I'm going to show you my bird feeder. Let's see if there's anything on it. Okay. I just filled it yesterday. They are going wild. Wait till you see the video I have tomorrow posted. Alright, here's my bird feeder. I've just filled it, so let me put this cord in. I don't want any other little bird necks stuck on the cord. And then here's the field that it looks out onto. So we can get a lot of birds at this feeder. A lot of birds. Alright. That was the last thing. So I do have like I said, I have a great, somebody submitted a bird feeder video that I thought you just have to see. So that's getting posted tomorrow. And the landscaping part of this project, of how we did it and how long it took and all that, I made some videos out of that too. So that'll be coming up for you to take a look at. Ah! Okay. Yeah, so that'll be coming up for you. I lost my drink. That'll be coming up for you to take a look at, just so you can see what we did. It was a lot of manual labor. Labor of love, let's call it. So, I guess that's it. I just wanted to share that with you. Creativity pops up in all parts of your house, all parts of your life. So, take a minute, soak it in, recharge. Have a great weekend. Take care.